This video is about Ikea Aurdal closet organizers and putting them in small spaces. So this closet here has 24-inch doors and they overlap a little bit, so there's less than a 24-inch opening. So let's take a quick look at how these work. These doors have soft closers on them, soft openers, so they slow down when they get at the end of the run. And you can kind of see that I've got the organizer nested in here. I would say if you're doing trim, you should make sure that your door jambs are plumb and perpendicular. I did not do that, so they're on a bit of an angle, which is a bit more pronounced in the next room we're going to look at. But you can see I put a pull tab on here so I could make these closer. I saw another lady's video where she did that, got that, and you can still close without a collision. That's not the appropriate real parking space for it. I've got, on all my closets, I have the outer door parking on the right, but you can see that this will not close, but it doesn't interfere with opening the cabinets either. So I just get my measuring tape out and we'll see what the width is here. So this is a 24-inch opening. You can see that the rails are within the face of this, so it's the actual dimension, whatever it is, I don't recall. I guess it's about 55, 6, why am I not reading that quite right? 55 centimeters and 5 millimeters. So whatever. That is, so like I said, this kind of works out. You can stack them. This is up against the back wall clearly. And the depth from the back wall to the drawer, you can see is 64 centimeters or 25 inches roughly. So that's sort of the space you're going to need in order to get the drawers open. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers, and it's kind of at like chest level for me. If you're shorter, you'll probably want less than 6. And then I've got one mesh cage and then a couple shelves. Realistically, that one's going to be for electronics. It's going to be hard to get to, and that is sort of the plan. This one, you can sort of see, it'd be better if you just had like a couple big ones at the top. You could throw big boxes and stuff in there or whatever you want to do. I had a couple extra, so I just kind of slid them in where I could fit them and push them to the back. Otherwise, there's a small gap at the back and things can fall down. And that's just a handy place to waste extra shelves if you have them. So that's the way we did it here. For the storage, if you put on the closet rod, you're never getting it off. So don't put it on until you're ready. I've got it up pretty high. I think I've got it at 7 foot and 3.5 foot. And that's a good height for men's and women's clothing for taller people. If you're shorter and your clothing is shorter, you could get away with less height and not have it at the 7 foot mark. But if you have long gowns, you may want 7 foot anyway. So you think about that. And so that's sort of how that worked out. And you can see I had the ironing board, which never gets used, kind of tucked in there as something to waste space with. In the next room, it's a little different. So there's an obstacle where you can't open this door all the way. And you can see that the gaps on the drawers are kind of jagged. And that's because this is not perpendicular or plumb or what have you. So I had to have the bottom of the shelving kicked over one way and the top kicked over the other way in order to open all the drawers and not bump into the door. So you can see that I'm like really tight here, where you can just barely open it, but you can open all of them right top to bottom and none of them bump. And again, you can operate that door, no collisions, but its natural space is on the right because you can see there's an obstacle. And well, save privacy to somebody living in this room. We're not going to show off all their stuff. But anyway, that's the doors are kind of in a funny position because there's a shelf that bumps into this door. But I just want to show you that in minimal spacing, you can still get away with having bypass sliding doors. This room used to have bifolds and they would poke out. But like if you want to have a chair kind of up against the door, you can't have the bifolds because they come out. So the bypass in this case was the way for us to go. And again, we'll have an electronics rack at the top and then a few different things here and lots of kind of private storage in here. So just wanted to show you the options. I'm going to be putting in PAX systems in a couple closets, so I'll show you that in another video in who knows how long. It could be a week, it could be a month. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. But yeah, actually we'll do a quick reason why we're using PAX. So in this closet, again, it's a 24-inch door, but when you open the thing, it's quite a bit bigger. So you can, the new style PAX has the back attached to it. So you put it in the closet, then you open it like, not like a book necessarily, but you stretch it out to flatten out the back and you put the sides in here and then you put the shelves in it. So that's the reason we're putting in those, and they just fit correctly for this as a linen closet and then a broom closet below. So that's the route we're going with them. So we'll have another video to show those at another time.